In this video, we're going to go over selecting a guitar pick and the advantages and disadvantages of different picks. Okay, so the main differences between picks are the size of the pick itself, the thickness of the pick, and whether or not it has a grip, and also the tip of the pick, if it's rounded or if it's pointy. Now this pick in particular is a Dunlop Tortex. It's a 0.88 millimeter, and that tells you the thickness of it. So the first thing we're going to look at is the size of the pick. This is a teardrop pick. So it's not too big, it's not too small. It's kind of like a happy medium between the really small picks and the really large picks. So you want to go with something that's not too big, not too small. So the Dunlop Tortex fits the bill perfectly. Now, the thickness of the pick actually is written right on the pick's face, 0.88 millimeter. Sometimes you'll see it say medium. You want to go with a medium to get started. There's also heavy, extra heavy, when you start getting into thicker picks, or you can see thin picks as well. Those millimeter sizes are usually like a 0.5 for thin. Now the heavier ones can go from a 1.0 millimeter all the way up to a 2.0. I've even seen 3.0 millimeter picks. And I would shy away from the thicker ones at first, but once you playing for a while, you can experiment with different thicknesses. Okay, so this is a 0.88 millimeter. This is considered a medium pick. And you can always test the pick out by holding it between the thumb and the second finger and using the first finger to feel the pliability. So that's a great way to test it. If it's really thin, it'll just kind of give very easily. And if it's very thick, like this one, I can't really even bend this pick at all. And if you notice, this one actually has a pointed tip on it. So this is a Dunlop Sharp. You can see the difference there, rounded on this one and sharp edge on this one. All right, and then the last thing we want to talk about is whether or not the pick has a grip on it. Now these Dunlop ones do not have grips, so they're a little easier to drop than something that does have a grip, like the Kool picks. Kool makes many different grips. I like the sandpaper grips. Feel really nice between the fingers, and I haven't really had any fly out on my fingers during a show, so that's a good thing. Now if you flip these over, that'll say medium. This particular one, they have thin, medium, heavy, and then it also gives a millimeter listing on there as well. This is a 0.88 millimeter. So this one's really nice. It has a little bit of a rounded tip on it. It's not too thin, not too thick, so it bends very nicely, and it has a sandpaper grip. So these are really nice. So what I'd recommend doing is just trying out various picks, starting with medium, seeing how you like it, and then you could always go to a thinner pick or a thicker pick depending on what you thought of the medium. Some people just stick right with the medium and stay with those for a long period of time. Over the years, I've tried everything, and I'm a medium pick kind of guy, so that's where I stand on the matter. All right, so you just want to experiment and try out different picks. All right, so like I said, just experiment with different types of picks, and eventually you'll find one that you really like, and you might stick with that one for a while. All right, so have fun, and I will see you next time.